This is the Ooni Karu 16. Hands down the best Ooni pizza oven available. I don't usually spoil the review of a product right out of the gate like this, but I absolutely love this redesigned oven, and I plan to give you every detail on what makes it the best. And to stick with the tradition of my videos, there will be no BS. In this video, I'll make different styles of pizza using both fuel options while also testing out both door types and the preheat times of each. Let's do it. Like all of Ooni's products, their packaging is incredible. I feel like it would take a miracle to have something arrive damaged. The oven body, stone, and door are separately packed in the big box, while the smaller components are boxed inside the oven itself. I won't waste time on the setup since it's pretty straightforward and the instructions are great, but it still takes about 15 minutes. First up, I'll test out the preheat times for the gas burner while using both door types. The Karu 16 comes with a full door standard, but Ooni also sells this half door, which is intended to reduce heat loss from frequently opening the door. Let's say if you were cooking a lot of pizzas back to back. It's a freezing cold day with a high around 25 degrees Fahrenheit, so I expect the times to be slower than some of the ovens I've reviewed in the summer. I recorded 2 measurements in 5-minute intervals, the temp of the center of the stone using an infrared gun, and also the built-in digital thermometer. Here are the results. You can see the digital thermometer typically records higher temperatures. This is because it measures ambient temperatures. The infrared thermometer measuring stone temperature is much more accurate. Keep in mind I experienced heat loss every 5 minutes by opening the door. Now I'll overlay the temperatures using the half door, which was installed a few days later on a slightly warmer day. You can see they were a bit lower than the full door. And overall, with neither temperature showing 900 degrees Fahrenheit, I started to question how the cooking performance would be for Neapolitans. But let me ease your fear. The first Neapolitan I made was absolutely spot on. I launched it when the thermometer read 846 degrees Fahrenheit, and the actual stone temperature was around 815. This pizza cooked in exactly 90 seconds. Here's the beauty shot. After this, I switched back to the half door to make a few pizzas. The cooking performance was exactly the same, but preheat took an extra 10 minutes. This first one included sausage, vodka sauce, and fresh mozzarella. One bubble flew a bit too close to the sun, but it was still a fantastic pizza. Next up is a sun-dried tomato pesto with fresh mozzarella. Another solid bottom. The one end could have used another 10 seconds or so. Overall, I actually like both doors. The full door is better to get the oven hot in the winter months, but the half door is more convenient on warmer days, so you don't have to mess with the opening and closing. All right, so Neapolitans were a huge success. Next up, it's time to try New York style. The Karu has a huge cooking surface, so I'm excited to make a large 16-inch pizza. Now you can go the legit way and just launch the pizza like normal, but when I'm making a huge pizza like this, I like to use a little trick. Lloyd Pans sells a 16-inch pizza disc that withstands temps up to 750 degrees. You can cook the pizza directly on this for a minute or two until the dough forms up. Then, you can slide it off the disc and onto the bare stone to finish cooking. This results in a perfectly round pizza, and a fantastic trick for those who might struggle with launching a big pizza. Take a look at the results. A perfectly round, perfectly baked 16-inch plain pizza. I like to preheat the stone to 675 degrees, but then decrease the flame to low when launching. This allows for a longer bake without burning up the crust or toppings. I'm blown away by the performance of this oven. Usually most other pizza ovens are better at one style of pizza over the other, but the Karu can really do both. Their Koda model can do both as well, but I get a slightly better Neapolitan pizza from this model, which uses the torch-style burner. Believe it or not, Detroit styles come out awesome as well, as long as you par bake the dough first. I made this jalapeno popper Detroit pizza in the Karu oven by par baking the dough for 4 minutes, letting it cool before adding the toppings, and then finish baking for another 5 minutes. Perhaps the big selling point of the Karu is its ability to quickly switch fuel types. Simply take the gas burner off, place the wood tray insert into the back, and light it up. Ooni sells their own fire starter in wood, which is what I'm using here, but you can likely find something cheaper locally as well. I start with 6 logs and then refeed the fire every 5 minutes or so with a few more. You can also cook a lot more than pizza. My personal favorite is salmon when I have a wood fire lit. I typically aim for a temperature of around 650 or 700 and preheat the pan with oil in it until it smokes. This creates a really nice caramelized sear. Or you can go the low and slow route, even killing the fire completely towards the end and locking the smoke in there. I usually recommend buying cheaper covers for pizza ovens, but since this model has a chimney, I went for the Ooni branded one. That way I don't have to remove it every time. The fit is really nice. So let's recap quickly. Neapolitans were incredible. New York style was incredible. Switching fuel types is fast. Lighting a fire is easy. And both doors are great for different situations. A lot of really great things here. And while the preheat times took longer than some other models I tested, we have to keep in mind I did this in the middle of a northeast winter and was still able to make all of those pizzas shown in this video. This is not only the best pizza oven sold by Ooni, but my #1 pick among any brands. Just make sure you get the gas burner with it, because the flexibility adds so much to this product.